What's up, everybody? It is Codebreaker146 here yet again with another video, and today it's going to be me talking about AJ Lee. Talking about, is her championship reign really that important to the YWC? Is it really? Because I noticed on Raw that when Nikki Bella still retained her championship and held her championship for over 295 days, the internet, basically Twitter, and if I go on Instagram and go on anybody's page that's a wrestling fan, they're upset that the fact that AJ Lee's record has been broken and Nikki Bella is still Divas champion. Now, I'm not for necessarily Nikki Bella being champion the whole time, and we all know and we are completely aware that Nikki Bella is only the Divas champion because she is banging John Cena. But we understand this, and yet people still complain, and they're like, how dare the WWE, do this to the mighty AJ Lee? She was the greatest women's wrestler of all time. I've seen some of those comments of how AJ was the greatest pure women's wrestler of all time, and I say no. AJ Lee is not on the caliber of Trish Stratus, Lita, Jazz, even Jazz if you even think about it. Victoria at that time, just is not on the caliber of even that, and people still sit and complain and they piss and moan about this, and I don't understand why. What's the big deal of AJ Lee's Divas Championship reigns that make you want to cry? I never understood the hype in AJ Lee. I don't understand the hype in Paige as well, because that's the predecessor, was AJ Lee. And then now we have Paige, and everybody feels, oh, we have Paige now. She's the, she makes up for AJ Lee leaving. I mean, honestly, guys, AJ Lee got tired of pro wrestling, and she walked out on you just like CM Punk did. So, I mean, you guys still love and adore AJ Lee just like you do CM Punk. Yet if John Cena would do that, even though I don't like John Cena, if anybody else did that was not Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, or any other internet darlings, Cena would be in the wrong because he walked down the company. Whereas CM Punk does it, he is a martyr. He's the man fighting for a cause that the fans want. That's how it goes. And it's not correct. It's just the YWC are hypocrites when it comes to that stuff. And again, I never understood the hype in AJ Lee. AJ Lee was never and would never ever be on the level of Sasha Banks, Bayley, Becky Lynch when it comes to women's wrestling. Never once in the short tenure that she was there, from the end of 2011 to near the beginning of 2015, which is around like April or March, April or so, she never put on an amazing, outstanding performance that I will walk away saying, wow, oh my God, what an entertaining woman. I will never see her again. Yes, she had some moments here and there. She had that thing with Daniel Bryan, then she became the GM, and, the thing with Kane and Punk, and then she became crazy, and then she became Ziggler's girlfriend, Cena's girlfriend, so on and so forth, and, it was just, then that whole Vicky Guerrero scandal thing, if anybody remembers that. If you do, good for you, but shame on you as well, just like myself, because I still have that bad memory. Then, they had this thing where she was with Tamina. Like, she had that feud with Caitlyn in 2013 after she broke up with Dolph Ziggler. That was like her only notable feud. Then she feuded with like almost every other diva, like Brie Bella and Naomi and Natalya. I think she was facing Cameron at one pay-per-view. Then she had the Divas Invitational and she won. Then she lost to Paige on Raw. So, literally, what's the big deal about AJ's title reign that made you so... I mean, I get it. It's pro wrestling, and you guys have your favorites and stuff like that. But, like, was it really that big of a deal? Like, I can see that when CM Punk lost the championship to The Rock, it was a big deal because, The Rock, oh, he's a part-timer. Or when Brock Lesnar won, even though he beat Cena, none of you guys were complaining. But that's besides the point. When a part-timer comes in or an older guy comes in and takes from the younger guy, you guys feel slighted. But when the AJ Lee, gets her championship reign broken, her record, everybody just, gets completely mad and they're upset. And it's because it's Nikki Bella, and it's because they can point the finger because that's Cena's girlfriend, That's his squeeze, So, again, does it really matter? Charlotte's probably going to take it away from her at Night of Champions, so just calm down. again, I'm trying to keep this short and sweet as possible. I just really want to get this video out here because it just bothers me. Because AJ Lee is overrated, and I know I'll get some flack for that. And I know maybe some people agree with me, and maybe some people don't. So I'm expected to see this video get a couple dislikes. I'm expected to see this video maybe get some likes with people that agree with me. Just because I don't see AJ Lee as that, you know, diva that will be in the Hall of Fame, because she shouldn't. She should not be in the Hall of Fame. She didn't do anything noteworthy. You know, and people are like, oh, yes, she did. She was in these marquee main event feuds. She was a general manager. She was this, that, and the other. You know, she was the longest reigning, was the longest reigning Divas champion of all time. But honestly, to be quite frankly, no one's going, in 5 years, no one's going to really care about Divas wrestling. It's just the harsh matter of the truth. And WWE won't care either. WWE's not going to care. In 5 years, nobody is going to sit here and be like, oh man, AJ Lee, I miss her, or Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella will be gone in 5 years, more than likely, guys. So cool down. I mean, women wrestling, I think there's always a place for it. I think it's a good, but WWE's gonna ride this out for a little bit, maybe till WrestleMania, and then they're just gonna get tired of it, and throw it all under the bus when they, you know, get rid of all the new talent that's gonna come in from NXT. You know, Dana Brooke, Nia Jax, you know, what's her name? Asuka, whatever the hell her Japanese name is. She's Kana, that's her name. Kanna. She's a Japanese women's wrestler. And then, you know, Eva Marie, even they're gonna put her on there. Bayley's gonna get called up, obviously. And I mean, you know, Emma, she'll transform, I guess, and, you know, not necessarily transform, but, you know, she'll have a different character, I guess, by that time. So, well, I mean, they're gonna run out, and WWE's just not gonna care anymore. Mark my words. I mean, I just don't understand what's the big deal with this. And, you know, they say, oh, hey, this would have mattered. This matters to me. Yeah, it matters to you now, but, like, are you really gonna care? In like 2 or 3 weeks, you'll get over it. When Nikki Bella's not champion, you'll say, oh, thank God. Man, it's so great that she's not champion anymore. I'm so glad, you know, avenge AJ Lee. They tried to, you know, scrape her off the history books. They tried to get her away from WWE because she's CM Punk's wife. You know, and everybody will throw that thing out there so many times. Oh, she's CM Punk's wife. She's this, she's that. You know, she left WWE. She wasn't Stephanie McMahon's, you know, favorite diva. You know, and people will throw that out all day when the fact that, you know, you're just overrating AJ Lee, just like you're overrating Paige, and anything that they do that you think is great, that's literally all you think about. That's exactly what you do every single video when it comes to Paige. Everything Paige does is gold. Everything AJ Lee did was gold. And now that AJ Lee's gone, you think everything that she did in the past was amazing, and you miss her for that. That's all you get out of it. And you overrate it. A lot of internet smarts do that. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I didn't like AJ Lee typically. She had her moments. But, like, she did not do... She was average in the ring. She wasn't great. Just like Paige, she's average in the ring. Sasha Banks, great in-ring talent. Great women's wrestler. Bayley, great women's wrestler. Becky Lynch, same thing goes for her. You know, there's some examples. And we defend AJ Lee like she's the greatest of all time, and she's not. And now tell me in the comment section below, what does AJ's championship reign mean to you? What does that record mean to you? Are you upset? Do you even care? Like, I don't even really care, to be honest. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know. And also, there'll be a link in the description box below to sign up for the YWC Royal Rumble that's coming up later this year. If you want to sign up, click that link, comment down below in that video. I'll give you a thumbs up to let you know I got you. We got about 18 people in the Royal Rumble contest at this current moment. So with that being said, if you want to be in it, get your spot now. Thank you very much for watching, and like this video if you liked it. I mean, it's free. See you later, guys, and peace.